Hello, hello. That'd be a nice bit time to live stream. How is everyone? I don't know how low my health is on the stream. It's saying no active stream, which is obviously not true, but whatever, YouTube. Hello, hello, welcome. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with my life. Let me know if my music is too loud or my voice is too loud. Hello, welcome, welcome. Wow, that 8 people. Holy shiznit. How is everyone today?
like vanilla. You're onto me, I'm onto you. I gotta make it work. In my blood like tequila, and it's making me weaker. I look, you look, her body's tough. No need to say a word. And you're dancing like nobody else, nobody's watching. And if you let me, I won't take it slow. All the way, we can go. You're a fire, I wanna burn it up.
Oh my god.
Let you know.
Hate my skin.
You're a fire,
Please, please, thanks.
Now we got familiar. We melt like with chocolate. I taste your love, you like a drug. Yeah, I'm gonna give you all my attention, to all your dimensions. Let's do the things we're made to do and let our bodies talk. Let's do it like nobody else, nobody's watching. And if you let me, I won't take it slow. All the way, we can go. You're a fire, I wanna burn it up. Let you know. You're a fire, I wanna burn.
I gotta do that soon too. I just gotta do this because this is for the end of the dream. It's Sean and I, and then we're just missing technically one other part, but that part was never finished from what I can tell. And that person no longer edits, so unfortunately, I'm probably gonna have to either ask someone to take it, or I might just do it myself, depending on how much time I want to actually put into it or want to do. And hello, welcome. I have a feeling that this masking is not going to work out the way I want it to, though. Okay, I gotta get over her hands, basically. Just doesn't help that she's got like a glow around her, so like that's the most difficult part of facing right now, I guess.
Bad, but I like it. Like when you fuck with my mind. Like that we're wrong, can't keep it right. No, no.
Yeah.
Poison, but we're perfect.
Trying out.
See the revenge in your eyes. Spare the goodbyes, replace them with
Oh,
fight.
the fuck?
Oh,
Wait, what?
put a gun, hand on the trigger. Can't
Oh,
pull
that's
the
weird.
trigger.
Okay.
Consumed by your figure. Me and you make one. Messed up masterpiece. Disaster filled dream bound to be going up in flames. You know I love the pain.
Yeah, I just got to.
Going up in flames. Going up. We're going.
Yeah, it's looking better. God damn it, all these keyframes. It's just not as green because it looks too much. I hate Vegas so much.
Keep making your messes mine. My mind is just mad at time. Down for this fire. They strike the lighter. We're going up in flames.
Hello, welcome. Can I just roll up on it? That being texted. Yeah, it's for End of the Dream. And if you want to take, you are more than welcome. I believe it's track 2. I just quickly checked it earlier, because, like, of course, like, I literally am a fucking fish, dude, and I forget every time I ask Rachel, like, I need a hand in her part, and, like, she's always like, Emma, like, I've already told you pretty much, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm a fish. Dude, I really am, though. Hello? Vegas? Vegas, what are you doing? Okay. I'm scared. My tracker is no longer there, so what the fuck? As far as I know, it should be fine. Oh, that's cool. At least I saved it. Of course. Unfortunately not. It would just be, just mine. And to be honest, if I soon feel like I don't want to do this, because in a weird way, Jesus. I had an idea a long time ago, and then it never came to be a fruition, and now I don't even remember what the idea was. So if I start to realize, like, I don't like how this part's going, I will go ahead and give it to you if you want it, but unfortunately, since Papo Cutie, or Tess asked for it first, I will go ahead and give it to her. Give me a little bit to, like, let me figure out some things, because I really do want to make sure the part, like, I have it, but I don't think I do. I mean, I'll check again, but as far as I know, if I think it'd be okay to take the part. Otherwise, it's just Sean and I, and then Rachel just need to be, Rachel's just the ending, I believe. Hello, welcome. Dab dab. Hello, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I think it exactly. Okay. I can't edit. I haven't edited in quite some time. Mission failed. We're gonna next time.
treat me right? Won't you treat me right? Won't you treat me right? Won't you treat me right? We don't need to make this a thing. I just need a body next to me. Yeah. Leave your number at my door. Call you when I need some more. Feel better than
I know.
I did before.
This is actually my first time doing tears overlay, so kind of excited. Thank you. It's called Sunny Vegas. It'd be best if you go ahead and join our Discord chat. That way you can talk to all of us, because all of us use different programs. Well, I've been there. I figured it'd be fun today to do a small live stream. Treat me right. Oh my god. What am I doing? Oh. Okay, why are you so dark? I don't need you to. Oh my god. I obviously forgot really hard how to edit. I really forgot how to edit within just a few months, man. It's fucking awesome. Mine actually would be probably between Decal and Shadow. If you're just looking for the main canon, if you're looking for like comic book wise, it would have to definitely be Fleetway and or what's her name? Eclipse, which is like fucking I don't even know, like it's like Shadow's copy or it's something to do with the Black Arms. I don't really remember. It's been a long time. Dude, I don't know what it is. Like, I haven't really I've only done signups the last couple times, so I haven't, like, actually edited anything since the last live stream, which was about, what, almost 2 months ago. So, yeah. It's been a long time. Okay. Gotta push. Push. Move down right. Oh, hello? Okay. So apparently they don't all do the same thing. That's cool. Okay, so you know what I'm actually going to do? Actually, delete all these, and then I'm going to make... Actually, I'm going to make a made preset. Hold up. I was just like want to use. There you go. I feel like I have to like really dabble in that for later. Okay, let's try this. Oh man, does it actually not show up as like blue? Okay, and then I guess I have to do this. That's kind of lame. Actually, hold up. Remember? I always forget to. Oh, transition packages. Here. Of course it would be. Boo. Okay. Nope. This works. Make sure this is not freeze up my thing. Like I figured. It might not even show up. Oh, thank you. I had bigger ones actually a year ago, or actually more than a year ago. Jeez, it's already been that long. I super duper loved those, but then I lost them. Like, wow, that's great. But thank you. Of course it would be. Oh, okay. I'm gonna do a roll, and then so I'll just do mine. This is how it's gonna work. We should like. Should be slower almost.
watching something. I find it kinda crazy how we like to play the victim when clearly we're the culprit of dysfunction in the system. It's like there's something missing. I'm sitting in my kitchen staring back at my reflection that's inside these dirty dishes. Someone tell me, how did I get here? I keep on running from something, I keep on running. I can't even look myself in the mirror. I keep on running from something, I keep on running. Someone tell me, how did I get here? I keep on running from something, I keep on running. When I can't
as I said, I would 100% recommend going into our Discord chat. That way it's easier. A lot of people use different programs. Literally can't find my stuff. Okay, sorry if that was like really loud. I use Sony Vegas though. Again, like I said, everyone uses different apps, and it's technically not called an app. Well, it is an application, but it's mainly called software. Goddamn. I know, that's why I turned it down. Because I realized like how big it is. But yeah, my biggest recommendation would be going into our Discord chat because we have a lot of editors, and um, mainly because everyone uses something different. So like people don't just use SonicWishesStudio. Some people use After Effects. Other people use phone edits. I think it really depends on what your comfortability of everything is, really. Because I know when I started, like things were a lot different than they are now. Turn my mic just a little bit. She is like the best character, by the way, of this anime I'm watching. So good. Love her so much. Not a problem. But at least in our Discord chat, because like that's where we chat all the most. It's like where most of our fans and our members are. So that way, not only that, if you are learning how to edit, it is probably one of the best helpful tools. I would definitely say. Discord has definitely brought an advantage. Sorry, I'm fixing my dress. Discord has definitely a lot of advantages. So I would definitely recommend getting one and then talking with us because, like, as you can see on the list here, we have a ton of people. You don't always have to talk, but like we just have a lot of people who edit differently and everything like that. I didn't even see this. Lol. God, this will take forever. Why am I doing this to myself? Hold up. I just want like text in the back of her. Kills me. Oh, actually, I don't even know if I have that picture anymore. Oh my god. I have a certain picture that's like literally can totally work for this right now. I might have put it in couples, but I don't think so. Oh, mother F. And I remember what it looks like too. No. I want to die. This sucks. Like, I have the image in my head too. I just thought about it right now. Or it could be in my others folder, but I don't think so. That sucks. Oh. Yeah, I don't even think I have a name. Fuck. And I know what it looks like too. And if not, it might be somewhere on the thing. But that sucks so much. And I remember what it looks like. I don't even know if I could find it though. I don't really want to find it if I know it's in my stash somewhere. It's gotta be in couples, then that would make it. This is why I need to get my shit together for my little list of stuff. I might just have to go look for it, even though I don't want to, because I know I have it. Oh, that sucks so much. Okay, that sucks. I know it's like somewhere on here because it was like one of those pictures I found finding on here. Oh, this sucks. It was such a good photo too. Damn. That sucks. Hello. I'm so sad. God damn it. I totally work for this MVP too. Oh, oh my god, yes. Thank you, Jesus. I knew exactly what it looked like. Oh, thank God. And I have a crap ton of fan art. I have over 5,000. Hold on. And I still have to go through all of it. I'm not even done yet. $6,000 files now. And I still have 50 more, and then obviously these ones I just got right now. So yeah, I'm hoping when I finally get everything together, I'm gonna send it out as a big ass file so everyone could use it, because it's a crap ton of fan art that I have, and I'd rather share with everyone. And I'm extremely picky with my fan art too. Like, I can't have like beginner stuff, if that makes sense. Like, I don't like people who, I don't like sketches often unless they're from like really, really good artists either. Just because sketches can get really, oh, what's it called? The sketch can just get really off. Oh, I'm so in love with song now. Choose me. I I have a crap ton. I've just been collecting since I was like probably like 12. Lol. I have quite a few things of tails. So like I said, once I'm about halfway done with sorting, like, because most of it is a lot of just like me trying to decide like where should it land in, like should it land in other, because like I don't know if I want to like include folders that just incorporate Silver, Sonic, and Shadow, you know what I mean? So like I gotta like do a lot of things. Well, I think, what is it? I think that's the, I can't remember which form that is, but I don't think it's the, I think it's like the third one or something like that. Yeah, like that's like one of his first versions, I know that for sure. There we go. Yeah. Maybe that's it. Actually, when does that beat end? It's actually at 6. I was wondering why it looked off. I almost want red over it now. I don't even know why. shit, I think I'm changing my color scheme, guys. That's really how it works around here. I just like switch everything at last second because I don't like it. It's great. Dude, that would be nice if they didn't remaster of SA2, honestly. I'd cry. Hello? Is it working? Hello? Oh, that's weird. Oh, who knows? I mean, fucking A, like, I feel like the Sonic franchise is not, like, has not been doing well the last few years, you know what I mean? It's been, like, meh, you know? Who knows if we actually might get one. Sorry. Chatting. I don't know, like, in my own opinion, the comics are the only thing that are just holding the franchise, because the Sonic movie, regardless, is not gonna do, it's not gonna do as well as everyone hopes or thinks. It's a Sonic movie. I mean, that's just the T for me. Trying to think. And not only that, like, the original date it was supposed to come out, guess what movie was gonna come out around then too? It was fucking Frozen 2. So Sonic literally would have been slaughtered if they had the same date. That's just how it would have been. Trying to think of what else. I don't know. Like I said, just the comics for me are like basically what I do it because like Mania was probably the only good game so far that I've played in like a long time, and I've barely played that. Like, but Forces had a chance, and then they took an idea that's like a fucking like what is it called? It's basically a fucking fan fiction, but like they just took it and they just threw it in the fucking trash. So I don't know how to feel about it. I probably won't ever like it how it used to be, and that's the sad part about it. It's like it could have been something really, really good, and it just. I wonder if people love the song, and the MP that goes with it is like amazing. Oh yeah. Now let's get back to some masking, kids. Yeah, I I mean, and it even sucks that they switched over to a new engine. Like, I think that was like the poorest decision. Like, it it almost like reminded me of a really bad like if SA2 was remade just really shittily. That's literally what it reminded me of. Like, and that's the sad part is like they have opportunities to make the games so great. You know what I mean? Especially with all the technological advancements. Yeah, it was like they re like not only did they switch over like the engine for it, they had like new animators basically, and it was just like you can tell like the quality difference between games. Like Forces looks like it's like a game from a couple years ago, and like the newer games, like I think what was it, Colors look so much better, and I think that's saying something. And I don't know, I the Sonic fan in me is like I'm just staying away from most of the games because like I don't want to be sitting there wasting my money on a game that I'm not going to really play. Meanwhile, I'm going to play something else that like interests me, or you know what I mean, is worth my time and money, because like for like $60 a game, yeah, Unleashed is really the best graphics game, and that's the sad part about it is like that game's over 10 years old. That's what people were trying to say. Like, how is Forces so shittily made that Unleashed from 10 years ago looks like fucking 100 times better? I don't know. I can't. Sonic is Sonic is always something that I'm gonna love, don't get me wrong. But game-wise, it's definitely not gonna ever be the same for me. Um, not for a long time. I haven't played Sonic in quite some time. Like, actually just sat there and played it. Um, mainly because, like, I don't care as much as I used to. Like, finding out stuff is really cool. Like, the Sonic movie I'm pretty hyped up for. I'm hoping to actually go back home and watch it. Um, instead of being down here, which would be hella lame. Um, but I don't know. Sonic just hasn't like appealed to me as much as it used to. Obviously, because I'm fucking like 24, going on 25, so that makes sense. But like the comics, like I haven't read them, but like when I've seen like the snapshots of them, they look amazing, and like that's what's so shitty. Is like why can't they just make? I don't know. It just sucks because you think like the writing from the comics would translate into something that would be good. Yeah, the movie I'm like terrified about a little bit, but like I still want to see it. I mean, Jim Carrey is not my favorite actor. He never has been. Did my music just get louder? Okay, no, it's just me. Hold on, it's just me because like my shit's louder than what I actually have. Come on, there we go, better. And then I'm gonna turn this up. But like that ass, fucking, I don't know. The movie spooks me only because like I want it to do good, but eh. I mean, I'm hoping that we see something because of what was it? Because they're doing the reboot technically of it. I mean, and that's the sad part. You would think like what's it called? You would think what's it called? Uh, you would think like with all the other movies that are coming out, or like whoever approved it is just like that's the saddest part about it. Is like, this bothers me so much. But Sonic is Sonic. I don't know. I like a lot of different fandoms nowadays. Sonic is definitely on my back burner fandoms that I like to be a part of anymore. Just because like most of the fans are fucking toxic as shit. Like hella toxic, and I'm fucking done. I'm done with all like dramatics about Sonic, to be honest. Thank God I'm out of the Sonic the Hedgehog group. Fucking A. That shit was bullshit all the time. Just dealing with stupid fans all the time like drained my soul. I feel like so much better. Yeah, so far like I really only like comics, probably the fan art, and probably the music, and that's about it for Sonic for me. Like the games are so subpar to me nowadays. Like I will not spend my money on it. Like honestly, deadass. Like when Forces first came out, I was thinking about spending money on, and then after I heard all the all the ranting on it, I knew I would hate it. Like the only thing I would get it for solely is the character creator, but even that is subpar. Like compared to like other things that they could like. I get it. It's not like Soul Calibur, and it's not like Black Desert Online where it's like amazing, but they really could have had a lot more options, especially with the fan character creator content that is out there. Yeah, I agree with this. There's technically like there has to be at least like 7 different versions of fucking Sonic. One's like the sarcastic one, one's like the asshole one is like the comedic one. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many different like avenues of Sonic that like they don't know how to like stop it. And that was the problem, is that they created too many versions of him, of him, and then it just went down. Oh yeah, the music is pretty good. God, I barely listen to TSR. So okay, I'm sorry. Technically, TSR is pretty good. I've not played that one, but technically, that's not really a main Sonic game. That's just a racing game. It's like saying like Mario Kart is like the same thing as like Mario 64. You know what I mean? Sonic used to appeal to me for that reasons, but like I think the problem is like the story's like I just like slap the shit out of my headphones. Um, like the story-wise is good until you until you get to Forces, and then it's just they butcher it. Like the fact that like Infinite is this like from what his song tells you that he's this like fucking scary character, and then literally he's a weak ass punk in the fucking game. That's the problem. It's like they don't translate what it should or shouldn't be. That makes sense. And I heard TSR has some good music. I love Greenlight Ride, but that's because, you know, it's fucking crustworthy. Hi. Dude, I'm not weak. Even, it just, it just bothers me. It really gets me internally. Like, how bad the writing, it's just as bad as Game of Thrones. Like, the writing is just bad. Stop doing that. Like, it doesn't matter how. Dude, I know Infinite's theme. Oh my god, when I heard that, my shit was lit for like weeks, like months actually. I loved that song. And it literally kills me that everything leading up, like the comics are really great intro to him. I think that really carried the story, but then what really came the falling of is like when they put him in the game and then it's sort of like he gets his ass kicked and then he says I'm not weak, and it's like, okay, this is stupid, and I get it. It's for kids, but like, really though? I mean, most people who play it are older than 16, more than likely nowadays. Oh my god, that is so funny. Fucking A. But dude, like, Infinite's theme was like the basis of my soul because like that shit took me back to like way back when that kind of edgy sort of music like was, you know, a thing. Like the Shadow Hedgehog game, like that fucking game has probably the most edgiest music ever. Damn. Fucking A. And see, even like Shadow the Hedgehog was kind of weird. It was just one of those games like I have a lot of respect for that game because like it's Shadow's own main game, and it's not like it's Sonic game. You know what I mean? Sonic is a side. He's really not even a side character at a certain point. He's just like a little itty bitty character, you know, who doesn't have much holding. You know what I mean? He what appears like in technically two two or three storylines technically. I don't know. I could understand like if, you know, if Forces was like one of those games where it was like kind of that one-off shot, like fine, but like they took like a fan fictional idea. It's like Superman versus Batman, you know what I mean? Even that movie was bad, and that's the point I'm trying to get at is like the fact that these companies are doing these, you know, one shot off ideas that like technically are like that weird fan fiction line that everyone wants to see, and it was just bad. Yes, I'm a woman editor. Thank you. Yeah, Infinite's design is really cool. I like how he can like control like the time and space kind of, I guess, continuum thingy. I think that's a really good idea for a character. And to be honest, I love Mephiles. Like he's probably one of my favorite villains. Um, and I don't know what this was to because I was technically rambling. I apologize. No, there's a lot more people because I think they're talking and I'm not just staying quiet. But yeah, no, if anyone wants to talk about something besides like Sonic, I'm totally chill with that. Especially if I know what the subject's about. Game of Thrones, I could talk shit about all day on this goddamn stream. I hate that show now. Killed my soul. I'm sorry, I'm trying to finish up my coffee I've had since like 11 o'clock this morning. It's like 4 o'clock. Oh my god. Please don't watch me edit. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Okay. I cannot do this. Let's try this. Take that down a little bit. I'm gonna... Hopefully the music is not so loud. I don't know how to gauge shit. I swear to you. I just don't know. I haven't moved away from the Sonic for the sole fact, like, I love the fan art. I like editing with it still. I, to be honest, I still like my OCs and stuff like that, which is like probably a nostalgic thing for me. I'm trying to think. but I truly don't have a reason to stick around with Sonic unless it's nostalgic purposes, because like Sonic has been like a big part of my life, but like eventually I feel like I'm really gonna just stop looking at Sonic shit eventually. I don't know. I mean, I've been doing it for a long time now. Oh, yeah, Game of Thrones already ended. It ended in May, like the end of May. Um, Seasons 1 through 6 are really, really good. 7 and 8, uh, seven's decent, and then 8 was just like, what the fuck are you doing? I was very upset. 7 I at least had a decent thing with, and I can like, I was into it. Like I had a lot of things that were still like to me. Like I just didn't like certain things that were happening, and or what's it called? Just different things that like just bothered me in the series. But like season 8 was just like the first 3 episodes were like, yeah, cool, and then it was episode 3, and I was like, um, the fuck, the fuck, and then like the rest of it was pretty bad. I mean, they rushed it quite bad in my own opinion, and I think what kills me the most was that the fact that they had ample amount of, I guess they were still allotted like 2 seasons, and each season was still 10 episodes, um, and then they didn't take it, and they said fuck it, and unfortunately the writers of the show, not the actual author, are the ones to blame. um, and you know, it was just hard because like that was one of my favorite shows, and I mean, I really do want to see how they do the sequel shows, because I'm hoping that those matter, because if I'm not mistaken, technically the books are already there for it, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know 100% sure, just because, excuse me, I had a burp. Just because, what's it called? I know one of the books that the most recent book is trying to come out till is all about the Targaryen side, if I'm not mistaken. I've been a fan since 1997. I feel so fucking weird saying that. Oh, that makes me so feel weird, because in 2011 I was, how old was I? I was like 15. Oh, that's so weird. Yeah, I mean, if you get disappointed at the end, it's understandable, because half the people who watched it was pretty disappointing. Oh my god, holy shit! Ugh, that makes me feel weird. I'm just old. Ignore me. I hate shows. I want to watch Naruto, um, but I gotta find like the filler episodes, like where you're supposed to skip them, because like I know most of it is filler between. Cause see, I watched, God, what was it? I remember I started into it when the Chunin exams were first starting. That's when I got into it, so I know that was kind of a bit. And then, obviously when they ended it, and I knew Shippuden had already, like, the manga out, I always wondered, like, why they just didn't continue, um, just doing the anime instead of just doing shitty fillers, because honestly, those fillers are pretty terrible. Yeah, I'm almost 25, so I feel in that I feel like being 18 was such a long time ago. At the same time, it wasn't. I feel really old, at the same time really young. Yeah, with Game of Thrones, I would definitely recommend watching the show and then reading the books, because the books and the show are very different. They started becoming different about season 4 to 5ish. Um, Supposedly the story is quote unquote the same, from what reports have said, or at least rumors have stated, that the fact that George R. R. Martin gave them like a outline of how it's supposed to end, but no one knows that for sure. Everyone just speculates that's how it is, and then everyone now is saying, like, considering that the show has ended and stuff like that, that like the books are gonna go skyrocket because the ending for it wasn't what anyone wanted. And at the same time, like, if you technically have been following Game of Thrones, like, there really are no happy endings. So I guess, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think there was too. That's what I think. I agree with this, the whole retain the gap, but at the same time I was like, this is dumb as hell, because I think there was already like there's like 5 mangas already out, at least like 5 or 6, because I remember like when it finished, like, I went to the library and it was like, oh my god, like what do they have and stuff. Oh, spooky. You guys are so young. Weird. It is really weird for me to like know how like young people are and then being like, I'm the same as you guys. That makes sense. Yeah, classic games, man. God, I haven't played a retro game in a while. But yeah, I mean, classic games were like where it really all started, and it's kind of insane to think about how games have evolved into like the 8-bit and 16, you know what I mean, the 8 and 16-bit, and then obviously grown to what they are now. I mean, shit. I mean, I love video games, don't get me wrong. I wish I could play more of them because, to be honest, I want to play Sims, but then I'm in school and I'm actually just doing this so that I could get stuff done, because I really gotta work on the falling inside the black parts soon. And I gotta go grab dinner in just a little bit. I just literally want the cornbread mac and cheese, and that's all I kind of want for Din Din, to be honest. Except oh no, because I already did that, and then if actually wondering. That's insane. Oh yeah, like the animation in video games is just like, it blows my mind at times, like how good they can be. Like there was a trailer for this game for Medusa, and I was like, holy shit, like the graphics are amazing. Like even Dead by Daylight, that's only been around for like 3 years, like because obviously they're getting more and more money because people are like going into it, and because they're getting more characters that are more well known. But just the trailer, like for Ghostface, it looked real for a second. Cause I was like, the fuck? I was like, this looks kind of, and I was like, whoa, dude, I love Sims, and I love to mod my Sims like such a. I'm an asshole, and I'll just like mod a whole bunch of shit. And I don't like the base game as much as I like mods. But I haven't played it in a while. But I have it, and I've been wanting to play it since the summer. But I was working and school, so I mean, maybe tonight, if everything goes the way I want it to, I'll probably play that, or some Dead by Daylight, more than likely Dead by Daylight. Dude, Sims 3, God, I remember when I used to still play Sims 2, like such a long time ago. Yeah, I've never touched Sims 4, mainly because I don't like Sims 4's controls. I don't like any of the features. I don't like how you can't change the skin color. Of course, there's probably mods for that, but I don't like what they put into 4 as much. Dude, Sims 2 is fucking fire though. That was probably one of my favorites. Um, but Sims 3, I just mod everything at this point just because it's just easier. Yeah, dude, Sims 2 was like the shit. Like I used to play that all the time, and I remember like when they just, it was already like almost 2 years after Sims 3. Yeah, Sims 4 is very limited, but after like Sims 3 had been already out for a while, like the only reason why I really wanted it is because the vampire pack. Sims 4, Sims 2, I think it's still out there. You can probably find a base game for it, but I don't know if it would work on it. Should. Hold on. I'm sure you could still play it. God, that makes me feel so. Yeah, I remember when it first came out. Oh my god, I feel old. Yeah, you can find on eBay and stuff like that. It's possible to play more than likely. Okay, that's not what I want, but cool. Making me making sure that I didn't take these 50 tabs. Thank you. I have no idea. Sims. Oh, because I probably didn't put everything. Yeah, you could probably. Yeah, you can definitely play it for Windows. It just might be a little, like, it'll look a little janky because of the graphic-wise. Oh, I wish I could be in the World of Warcraft. I wish I could. I never got into it. That was, like, the one game, like, or League of Legends, like, World of Warcraft and League of Legends was just, like, never my thing. Oh, dude, Spore. Oh my god, I haven't played that in a long time. Dude, Sims 1 is, like, the very first one that just no one likes because of how, like, it is. Eh. I'm definitely, like, my thing's probably gonna say, like, oh, you know, like, your music, blah, blah, blah. Should suck, because I really like all this music. Where's, like, the song that... Oh, there we go. I'm, like, super addicted to this song, too.
Hate your friends, I hate your mom and dad. I hope they hate me back. I guess for what? I'm being honest, gotta be a lot that's wrong with you to wanna be with me. It's kinda sweet.
Yeah.
When we fight until
Dude, that's pretty cool, though.
calling the cops, but you never blame it on me.
Dude, I know, right? Like, that really sucks is, like, the fact that, like... Hold on, what is it? The fact that this... Oh, well, fuck you. How do you get it done? How do you pause on this site? I don't know how this works. I don't know. I wonder, can you just do this? I need to, like, a dope... I don't even know how to do this, but okay. Dude, deadass, like, this is definitely one of my OC's, like, songs. So, like, can you not, like, download this, like, Flash Player? Like, not a thing anymore? Go to download. That's what I'm saying, like... Flash is blocked to manage. That's so weird. Like, why does it keep saying it's, like, blocked, though? Alright, we'll do it. Click to enable. Okay, well, there you go. Like, this even had more... This had more options than fucking Forces, okay? And this is, like, where it all starts. But, like, that's, like, the one thing that always pissed me off. That, like, the fact that, like... Back in 2007, like, it was... Are people still making OCs? Oh my god, they are. That's insane. That's so cool. See, that's what I'm saying. This is so cool to the point where, like, these things... Oh my god. Just can't get rid of something. Aw, that sucks. I mean, it should let you play on computers, because I know two friends who have it, so let me find out if I can get it for you. I don't know what Runes of Magic is. Dude, OCs were, like, my thing. I have, like, so many OCs. Such a nerd. Go to chill step. Is there, like, a portal? Ooh. Oh, love dark music. Ooh, this is creepy. Dare ask like how many OCs I have? I assume. It might just be because you might have like you might have to like run as administrator or something like that, but I know like if you can what's it called? Run the game, like let's just say you put it on like a flash drive, you can run it off that way. Because I know it's possible, or I think it's still on Steam. Hold on. Fucking A. Yeah, it's still on Steam, and it goes on sale quite often from what I know. So you could probably get a Steam account, and yeah, it could work. And then if even if it doesn't work off of what's it called, Steam, it might just be something you have to like uninstall and like possibly just like get rid of entirely off your computer, and then like what is it called, like put it back on or whatever, reinstall it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you have it on Steam, but like I said, I know it does go on sale quite often. Like, I think the last time I saw it on Steam, well, because I don't go on Steam too often. Um, but I mean, if you already bought it off of Steam, it should be able to work. Like, it should already say that you have it. But as for the OCs, I have like 15 main OCs, and then everyone else, I always say like I have about 150. That's because technically I have like a whole ass kingdom, but like, you know what I mean? It's not everyone's named, and or oh, what's it called? Not everyone is named or uh known as a character, you know what I mean? Yeah, it might just be because the CD. If the CD doesn't work, that would probably be your next best option. But definitely, like, put it in like your wish list, and it usually like will show up like, hey, you know, it's so amount of dollars. I think the cheapest I've seen it for is like 10. So I'm 100% sure you could buy it again that's even cheaper. I don't know if the internet can hear this. Probably not. It's like quiet. I really want to listen to this again.
Hate me, still trying to replace me. Chase me, tell me how you hate me.
Oh god, that really got really loud. My bad.
Wish you never
Apologize.
did me. Lies, tell me lies, baby, tell me how you hate me. I bet you don't kiss her with your eyes closed. I bet you're still walking on a tightrope.
I did. I just have not listened to it. I got it like last night. Like obviously, like I saw that you messaged me, but then, what's it called? I didn't listen to it yet. I have it downloaded, so like when I'm done with all of this, that way I can listen to it. I woke up at like 7:30, and I was kind of like tiff, so I just like went back. Like I like laid in bed for like over 3 hours. It was great. Well, have a good dinner, dude. I know. Oh my god, I can't wait for the winter sale. So excited. Or I think there's a fall sale, like there, like off of Halloween games. I think there's a lot going on too. And the winter sale should be coming up like, dude, Witcher, oh my god. I almost like want to see the Netflix series at the same time I don't, but Witcher's a really good series. Um, but yeah, like, I mean, dead ass, like, we could just wait. I mean, like I said, it shouldn't be too much longer. let's see. Yeah, so here you go. Okay, thanks. That's cool. Didn't even have one. Yeah, see. So, or you have in November or December. So, yeah, and so since they you know, like I said, you're eventually gonna get them in fucking. You only got about like a month left, a month and a half before it comes on sale. So. No, excuse me. Let me try this. It's not crazy loud. It's pretty good, dude. Oh, I could do that probably. It shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully it shouldn't get blocked. Most of the time. Oh, well, that's fucking battle theme. Dude, oh my god, Devil Trigger. It's not like we just did a MEP about it. Oh my god. I'm such a nerd. Everyone should go watch, like, the Devil Trigger MP. It's, like, really good. I wanted to do this version. Fucking Sean. This version's better. But dude, like, there are a lot of games that are so much better than Shadow the Hedgehog, and I think that was the problem, is like they try to go for that type of action style. It was like, you can't do that. It doesn't work. Okay. Hopefully that'll be good enough. I'll get back to editing. Fucking A. Or was it this version? I don't know. There was like 2 different versions, I think. Oh, maybe it is this version. Maybe it was the other version that I liked more. I don't remember. It's been a long time. I can't edit. I'm so tired now. Yeah. It's okay. That's why I don't take, but this should be okay, because we already did it as an MEP. I highly doubt my thing would get taken down. I really haven't been playing, like, songs that are just, like, out, you know what I mean, that are just out there. Okay, I'll actually remove that. Okay. Some person actually on the MEP, by the way, said that they didn't like the song, and I was like, hello? It's a good song, the fuck? Fucking A. That's why I hate masking. It just takes forever. It's just like, I just don't feel like doing it half the time anymore. It just, so much. Well, I don't know. It's just one of those things of like, I get it. At the same time, I'm like, I don't know. It's like one of those things of like, why make a comment about it? Oh my god. Ow. That was a rookie mistake. That was a super rookie mistake. Fucking A. I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty good. Sorry, one of my friends saying that they're getting their stuff together to move, so I'm really excited. Well, it's always like fine to like try new things, you know what I mean? Because like that's the whole point of like editing is always like trying to do different things and like you know what I mean? At least now you can apply those things that you did to new MP parts, so then like it could work for other parts, you know what I mean? I mean shit, I'm doing technically something totally different with mine. I mean almost every MEP that I've done is like completely different. I almost really want to listen. I just like super duper love this album, and I don't know why all of a sudden I'm like, okay, I need the full album though. Please. There we go. I like super duper love this album. Exactly, and that's what editing is. It's just like you always try to like see what you can do and improve, you know? No one ever like has said like don't like the only time I will ever be like don't do this is because like it doesn't fit the MEP. You know what I mean? Dude, fuck yeah. I love that beep beep. I'm a sheep though. It's such a good song. Um the only time I ever had like have problems if it like it doesn't fit MEPs and or um it's just like I like genuinely like I'll let people know like it just doesn't look like there could be something else in place like whether it be coloring or just a transition, because like sometimes like really weird transitions just don't look as well as like others should or could be, you know what I mean? But everyone, like, you should be able to like do your own thing, but also keep in mind, like, that's what I always try to think of, like, keep in mind like what the MEP is like about, you know what I mean? Don't ever try to like, unless the MEP specifies like you can do whatever you want, then don't try to stray away from like the theme, because like that's when your part looks weirder than others, because if the theme isn't there. Like, there was an MEP, I don't remember the specific one, but it is one for SWS, and it like there was one person who didn't follow the theme, and I think at the time I wasn't checking parts because like I was so busy with everything that I didn't notice their part until literally like when it was like uploaded, because I thought, like, I guess I just didn't really look at the part. I thought it was like an infinite plus whatever ship or couple that it was trying to follow, but like it didn't, and it looks really weird for like the final MEP. Like, it just looks really awkward, and it's just like, that's just not, you know what I mean? If that makes sense. But genuinely, like, I'm pretty lenient on like what people put in their parts, but like I can definitely tell you, like, I've seen some people put in some weird transitions and I'm just like, that just doesn't work, or it doesn't flow alright. Like, let me give you an example, I guess. Um, like this, like, if I was to do this on my part, like, okay, well, that just fucking, but you know what I mean? Like, and like, it'll look weird, you know what I mean? Not unless you're doing like a very quick beat song, and or it's like psychedelic, like that's when you should be using those things. But like, I've seen MVPs where it's just like that, it just gives a very feeling. Fucking A. What was I doing? Asking. Duh. I should have been done with this like an hour ago, but I just take like 30 years on mask. That's because I just don't. I hate masking. It's like the worst thing in my opinion. I hate it so much. Kind of glad I actually went with the red idea though. So I don't even think I said a color theme, did I? Maybe, but at the same time, like, I don't know if it's like to show off, but like at the same time, like I've actually gotten, there was one time where like I fought with a person, like, because they didn't do something that we had asked them to do already, and it was just really weird because like, what was it? I think it was one of the New Year's MP. We just had someone that was a rando public person, but like what they had like was not what we specifically asked, and or I think it was like a little bit too much for what they were doing, if that makes sense. It was off. I'm gonna go check because I shot the rules. Yeah, there's no theme and or coloring. Cool. I'm just a twat. Don't make shit because I think I was lazy. I mean, it is, but at the same time, you have to like know what you're going for, because like, for this it doesn't work like that, because it's, you know what I mean, it's a very slow paced song, and you could use it, but it's just more or less like it's how you use it and the way you want to use it to convey the emotions. So like, you generally don't want like crazy effects for something like this, just because it can look very like just off, you know what I mean? It won't fit the theme, and or just, I'm trying to go for like that somber theme. Whatever anyone else did, I have no fucking clue, but I'm pretty sure everyone kind of went with that because like, I mean, genuine, this is kind of like, I guess a more somber, like bittersweety song. So like, if you try to do like something that's like lighthearted, it's gonna, like, you know what I mean, with the really bright colors, or like pinks. It's just not, you know what I mean? It's just not gonna look the way it should. Not unless you specifically state like you want to have pink colors, but like the only way I could see like you doing that is like if you do like a hot pink theme, because like light pink just would look pretty awkward. Or color palette, I guess I should actually say. Yeah. That's the problem, is like you want to be unique, but also you want to stick with what, not necessarily I guess is the norm, but like what everyone else I guess is trying to do. Like, because if you look too out of place, it's gonna look really weird. Because like if you go back to like 2009 to like 12ish, like you can tell like everyone's like an individual and like no one kind of flows with each other, and it doesn't look bad, but it looks a little bit, looks just messy, or not necessarily messy. That's kind of a bad word to say that, but I don't even know how to describe it. It doesn't look as good as the potential that it could be. You know what I mean? Like you can have a unique part and like do some weird ass shit. Like you can be unique, but like you got to make sure like that the theme is still being the same, and or like try to always make sure whoever part before and behind you looks pretty good with what you're doing. Which I'm not technically doing that. That's because that's me. But as long as you get like this kind of a weird somberish theme, 9 times out of 10 you're pretty golden. I've only had to ask people to correct their parts maybe once or twice for MEPs and stuff like that. Like specifically like anything recently. Just because like it can get really weird. Sounds really loud to me again. This mask is gonna be so shit. Ugh. No, I gotta redo that part of the thumb. God, thank God I'm almost done though. I'm gonna just leave the thumb. Oh, what the fuck am I doing? Oh, I got an idea. Fuck. Fuck yes. Oh my god. Getting ideas. Oh, thank you. Oh my god. I want to. I have not seen that anime yet, and I've been wanting to see it, but like it's just one of those things. Like I'm trying to finish like up other shit before. Like I have Overlord to finish. I have what is it? Black Sails to finish. I need to finish Game of Thrones with one of my friends. Because we started rewatching it last year, and obviously we saw the ending together because we were already caught up, but we just wanted to rewatch it. There's a couple. I want to start American Horror Story, but like that, like I swear, I feel like I say this to everyone. I have like a list of like shit that I want to watch, but like I just, you know what I mean, like between school and trying to finish up editing because like I really do need to like not be editing as much anymore because like really there's only besides this one there's only two more MEPs. Um, what's it called? There's only like technically two more MEPs I need to finish up and then type out everything that I need for the studio because technically whoever got inducted as new members, like their strike list begins in the second, but I haven't been able to do that because I'm either running around doing homework and today's like Labor Day weekend, so like I just had enough time and I don't know what that means. But thank you. I have a shit ton of fonts. That's another thing I wanna what's it called? Upload and stuff like that. I just want this, like, behind this, though. There we go. Yeah, I need to, like, listen this fully. Yeah, so that's the problem is I haven't had, like, any time to, like, sit there and, like, type anything out. I just literally had a conversation on, what was it, Tuesday, Tuesday night about all the stuff that either we need to re-update and or take care of and it's been a hell of a school week. I've been doing a lot of stuff, so I'm hoping to really like I have my list already set up of like what I need to type out, and like that's what I'm going to be sending like to my leaders overall because like that's what we all discussed. Things that like need to be changed or and updated or you know what I mean. So I'm going to be going through that, but yeah, the strike list begins September to March, and like that's why I want to try to get it in because it actually starts in like 2 days. So like thank God I have this weekend so after this, that's what I'm hoping to do was edit obviously today so that I can finish the MP up and then get all that stuff done because I really don't have anything else to do and I'm probably gonna take a break for a minute. Um, that way I can go to the bathroom and get my food. So I'll probably like leave some music up or I'll just stop the stream. I'll probably stop the stream and then come back. That way I can like eat because I always feel weird like eating on stream. I don't care for it as much as I should, or what if that makes sense? I don't know. But I'll probably come back on in a little bit. For End of the Dream, correct. Yes, it's still unlisted. I will get that to you. I'll get that to you when I go downstairs to go get dinner, because I'll be finishing up in like the next like 5 minutes, and then I'll come back on in probably about another half an hour. That way I can finish this whole fucking part up, if that makes sense. Yeah, we're gonna have to change some coloring. This is where it gets not really. Because this is probably gonna get. I'll have to see. How do I do this? Oh, that's the exposure. I don't need that. Oh my god. What did I do in the other one? Like, how did I get it so red though? Oh, I think I did this. Hold up. it was one of these. I took it way down. Huh. Oh, that's probably it. Actually, I like the curves. It's probably contrast. Why are you so, like, light, though? Huh. Oh, gamma space, is that it? Ooh, nope. How do I get it so red? There we go. Aha! Skew. Oh, nope. There's so much more to do. No, I'll just go ahead and give it to you. Actually, let me just get the MediaFire link up. I'll do that. I'll just get that up in a second, because then I think it's I'll go check in a second. I just want to get, like, the coloring done. And then I shall go eat food, and then I'll be back up. And then eat it, and then I'll be back on in just a little bit. Not unless I decide to change plans, because sometimes that happens, and I change plans randomly and shit like that, and whatever else. Oh my god, there's so much going on. I think I just passed it. Fuck. I always do that. I feel like I pass this thing all the time, and I do. Just because when I got, like, the new colorings and stuff like that, it really, like, not necessarily messed me up, but, like, I just started, like, losing where things were. There's, like, the one filter I'm trying to look at. Oh, I think it's... I kind of like that, but how dark it is. I like that though, a lot. So we're gonna do this. Fuck. Why do I do this to myself? Fuck yes. Oh man, this is so much fun. Oh my god, I love editing. Not really. Actually, is that what the text is? Hold up. There's so many things. I could have swore I saved that. No wave. Maybe I didn't. Okay. I thought I did. Oh, whatever. Oh, are you kidding me? Wait, what? Thanks. Jesus. Oh, shit. That's not what I wanted. I might do like a glow one into it too. I have to do rays or something like that because rays usually work better. Okay, let's see if I can do like right edges, because like that's what seemed to really, really work though. Pretty edges. Yeah, that's kind of what I want. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna be so mad as this. Hello, welcome. Lol, that would be funny. Welcome, welcome. I won't be on for much longer though. I gotta go grab some din din, but I might be on again. So right now I'm just gonna discontinue the stream. That way I can go ahead and eat and then possibly come back and then keep working on this. It's taken me already 2 hours just to do this, but even though I could have done this probably in like 1, but lazy me talks, and lazy me is a good thing because been wanting to be lazy for quite some time. Alrighty, well thank you guys for joining me. Hopefully I can come back for another part 2 on this. So just go ahead and bear with me. So probably give me like an hour or so before I come back on. Alrighty, bye guys. Thank you so much for joining me and watching. Bye.